Working out is so difficult with this one in the way all the time. Oh, here she comes. Hello everybody, this is Max and welcome to Max Decorum. Today I want to take you with me as I plan how to put together a dinner party in a day. This is more of a challenge for me than a tutorial because I am breaking dinner party rule number 1 and probably only. Do not make a new and complicated dish the day your guests arrive. But I fell in love with this recipe by this food blogger I found on YouTube, Mandy. I will link in the description box or above, for these traditional French dumplings called French fish dumplings called Quenelle with a Sichuan peppercorn chili oil sauce. This was just too tantalizing of a fusion recipe for me to let go of because Mandy lived for many years in Beijing, as I did as well. So we're going to attempt this probably overly ambitious dish, but here is to the challenge, and I hope that you enjoy coming along with me through this to see if I can pull it off. I want to brainstorm with you a second what I'm thinking for the rest of the menu, and then I will take you along as I start my day. I haven't done any shopping or any preparation. Our house is a mess and we have a long way to go. So starters, Yan, my husband, the actual cook in this house, is going to make a Chinese street food dish called bing, which is a scallion pancake, crispy, delicious. And I'm going to make a tapenade for that. Also a Mandy Lee recipe, a tapenade with this creamy, moussey texture that I think is another brilliant fusion idea. Gonna need a nice little charcuterie plate as well for starters. And then jumping into our main dish with the quenelle gone mad. We're going to have asparagus with a hollandaise sauce made from duck egg to bring the Chinese element in. And for dessert, I want to make an angel food cake because quenelles are light and fluffy, and so is angel food cake. And mostly just I've been fixated on it recently because it was my favorite dessert as a kid. And I guess I haven't grown up. So I guess we better get going. Let's head out. It is 11:38 a.m. and we're finally going out to get the ingredients for tonight. No one could ever accuse us of being morning people.
Do you want anything else?
I think we're good. What kind of shrimps are we getting? The frozen?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we've completed shopping round 1. It was chaos. That was to get the fish and like basic ingredients at Sainsbury's. Now Yan is doing all the dirty work of thawing the shrimp and prepping the fish. I am going to buy wine, very important, and some deli meats for hors d'oeuvres. And then I'm going to our preferred local market for like produce and some specialty spices and stuff. And it's freezing and it's raining. And I went out in white jeans, stupid. And it's like 12:57 now. That shopping trip was fairly inefficient. Almost there. Looking more and more bedraggled every block. So I'm just about numb. But successfully retrieved a baguette, a good bottle of Barolo? No. Anyway, Italian wine, preserved meats and olives, some pate, actually foie gras. It's very exciting, it should be delicious. Whew. And here we're coming up on our local grocer to end this marathon shopping trip. Okay, we're finally in the kitchen. It's after 2. It was an epic search for all of our groceries. I'm going to get started on Mandy Lee's quenelles gone mad with the quenelles themselves. Yen has beautifully prepped for me the catfish and the shrimp, and to make it a little bit fancier flavor, we also got some crab to add. Let me just finish my coffee and actually scarf some toast, and we'll get started. Feeding yourself on the day of your dinner party is always perhaps the greatest challenge. First things first, get this out of my face. So I do now have a microphone, but we are filming in real time and we do have actual guests tonight. Despite being one of my very dearest friends, whose friendship with me I think could survive catastrophe, we're already taking a risk with these fusion quenelles that we've never made before. So I'm gonna power through with the cooking now, and next video, I promise, the sound will be improved. Okay, so per Mandy Lee's instructions, we're gonna first blend this fish to a nice pasty fluffiness. That's more like tuna salad. Okay, I'll bring you here. This is like, boing. Pretty bouncy, I think. We're gonna now add the other ingredients. All right, from other cooking experiments, we have cassava flour, which we're subbing in for corn flour. 2 teaspoons. Ooh. White pepper. Oh, I may have overpulsed. Okay, I think we're good. All right, our fluffy quenelle is ready to set aside. Now we're gonna make the sauce. Dry ingredients, or no, chopped ingredients. We have ginger, scallions, garlic. That's it, okay. Cutting board. Okay, spicy bean paste and canola oil over medium heat. This stuff is really good. It's looking really beautiful. This is smelling really good, isn't it? I think the stock must be next. So now we're going to add the stock, cream, soy sauce, chili pickling juice, mushroom powder, Sichuan peppercorns, jam, cumin, and black pepper. Okay, and there. That seems dangerous. Here is our quenelle gone mad creamy citron flavored sauce. Okay, so the quenelles are prepped. Yan is starting on the Bing, and I'm going to arrange some flowers for the table. So I just cleaned these old cups up we got in Mexico. They were pretty filthy and tarnished, and they never worked as a cocktail cup mug because they taste like copper. So I'm going to repurpose them for a flower arrangement. Little ones, because this is the table. There's not ever much room for the dishes, plates, and flower arrangements. That's my neighbor. Okay, now how short do we want them? That's pretty cute. Look how I feel. This is gonna be rustic, aka amateurish. There we go. These are Yen's Bing, what will be the scallion pancakes. Looking adorable. So it's 6 and they're coming at 8. And I have to bake the cake, actually make the quenelles, make the tapenade. Yen's gonna do the asparagus. But we're otherwise on track. The Bing are almost done. And here's the table. I feel like this table setting is a reaction to the fact that it almost snowed today. It's like a desperate for spring tablescape. Gotta pretend we have a fireplace at work. So we just tasted the Bing and they're delicious. And that's gonna go with a like moussey, creamy tapenade with olives and anchovies for like more French Chinese fusion. Okay, so now we are going to make an angel food cake. I think it will go really well with the meal because it's super light and fluffy. And we have all this heavy, fluffy starters. Okay, so using Serious Eats recipe. How do we keep having only exactly as much as I need? 654. Okay, now let's make the tapenade to go with the Bing. So far I've whipped some cream, put anchovy flavored olives in here, zesting some lemon. Okay, here we have our beautiful quenelles being basted. And chili oil. Now we're gonna Okay. Quenelle gourmet. So it is several days later, and I realize I want to debrief with you on the successes and failures of that dinner party. So here's what I would say. Let me get comfortable. The Quenelle Gone Mad recipe was a smashing success. I did successfully pull off attempting a brand new recipe the day of a dinner party, but I would not recommend it. And here's why. I would recommend the dish. Here's why I would still not make your friends guinea pigs to a new recipe the day of a dinner party. The quenelles went very well. However, I was scrambling, absolutely scrambling to pull everything else off. And something suffered. The angel food cake, which I had successfully made many times as a child, was a failure. It did not rise. Yen thinks I put the oven on too hot, which is probably what happened in the rush to pull everything together. It was still fine, but I think it just adds too much stress to be throwing in new elements day of. Anyway, it was a great time. We had a lovely evening with our friends, some of the only friends we've seen in a good long time, but always good to see their faces in real life. And yeah, so it is possible to pull off dinner party day of, even with a new dish. We had a lot of fun in a lot of chaos, and I will link or put in the description box all of those recipes so you can maybe try them at home, road tested by myself. If you have any questions or comments, please write them below. If there's anything you'd like to see, dinner party, household, any sort of frou-frou home thing that I can road test or entertain you with while we're all trapped at home here, please let me know. I would be honored if you would subscribe, ring the bell, like this video if you enjoyed it. I hope this took your mind off of anything stressful for the time we've hung out together here. And I look forward to seeing you back, I hope, next week, every Friday.